Okay, so get this. We're diving into predictions for 2024.
Predictions?
Yeah, and not just any predictions.
Okay.
We're talking like alleged time travelers,
Hmm.
a British psychic
Oh, wow.
who's gotten some pretty big things right in the past.
Like what?
And even AI is getting in on the forecasting game.
AI.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, think Back to the Future meets Nostradamus with, like, a dash of Silicon Valley thrown in for good measure.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So our main source today is this YouTube video that's been making the rounds.
Okay.
And it is jam-packed with these predictions.
Interesting.
So buckle up.
Okay.
We're going to break down the most intriguing ones
All right.
and see if we can connect any dots. Maybe spark some of your own thoughts about what this year and the years beyond might hold.
It's like we're peeking into a crystal ball.
Yes.
But instead of just one hazy image,
Yeah.
we've got multiple lenses
Right.
focusing on all these different aspects of the future.
Exactly. And each lens brings its own, like, flavor to the table. I like that.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
let's start with a prediction that's been sending chills down some spines.
Yeah.
A time traveler known only as 2062.
Oh, yes, 2062.
Yeah. Have you heard of this?
Their story is a bit of an internet legend, isn't it?
It is.
This Japanese time traveler who popped up online back in 2010,
Yeah, way back.
making claims that at first seemed like pure science fiction.
Right. Total science fiction.
Yeah.
But then things took a turn towards the eerie.
Ooh, eerie.
Yeah, 2062 left a password online that, once deciphered, told people to seek higher ground.
Seek higher ground.
Yeah.
Pretty vague, right?
Very vague.
Yeah.
Well, not so much when the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami hit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right.
That sends chills down your spine
It does.
when you think about it.
Total.
This cryptic online message
Yeah.
became a potential warning,
Yeah.
sending the internet into a frenzy, trying to uncover more of 2062's past posts.
Uh-huh.
Yes, absolutely, and that's just the beginning.
There's more.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
2062 also predicted the 2016 Kumamoto earthquakes,
Wow.
further adding to the mystery and
Yeah.
fueling speculation that maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
this was the real deal.
It could be. It could be.
Right. But before you start building your time machine,
Okay.
hold on tight. Because 2062 didn't stop there.
Oh, no.
They also had some things to say about 2024.
Oh, well.
And, well, it's not exactly sunshine and rainbows.
Hit me with it.
So there's this part about a major event happening in Japan
Okay.
that would deter immigration.
Deter immigration.
Yes.
So that doesn't sound good.
No, it does not sound good.
Wow.
We're not given specifics, which just makes it all the more unsettling.
Yeah, like what could it be?
Right. Is it war?
Could bring
A
it.
natural disaster even bigger than the tsunami?
Oh.
Or maybe, like, some kind of public health crisis that turns the world upside down?
Oh, gosh.
Right?
It's like they're dropping these breadcrumbs, leading to this big, scary question mark.
Exactly. And if that's not enough to make you think twice about, your travel plans to Japan,
Yeah.
there's more.
Yeah.
2062 also predicts a non-nuclear World War III happening before 2030,
World War III.
sparked by a conflict between two Asian nations. It's a sobering thought,
Yeah, definitely.
especially considering all the geopolitical tensions we're already seeing, in the world today.
For sure.
What I find particularly fascinating is the prediction that India would emerge from this conflict
Right.
as the dominant global power.
As a dominant global power.
Like, that's a major shift
It's-
in the world order.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
And it makes you wonder, like, what forces are at play on the global stage right now
Yeah.
that are leading to this?
Yeah, you wonder.
Right.
Yeah.
And 2062 doesn't just stop at global events.
Okay.
They also give us a glimpse into daily life in their time.
Okay.
Let me tell you, it's pretty different from what we're used to.
I'm ready.
Imagine a world
With no funeral homes.
with funeral homes.
Now, that's a prediction that really makes you stop and think. Right.
It does.
What would a world without funeral homes even look like?
I don't even know.
Right. It suggests a society
Mm-hmm.
where death as we know it
Yeah.
is perhaps a rarity.
Oh, interesting.
Like, could we be on the cusp of some radical life extension, pushing the boundaries of human lifespan far beyond what we thought possible?
That's a fascinating thought.
Right. I mean, if you live to be 200, maybe funeral homes just go out of style.
Right. You wouldn't need them.
You wouldn't need them.
Oh.
And get this, 2062 claims that AI will handle everything in healthcare,
Everything.
like from diagnosing illnesses to performing surgeries.
Wow.
It makes you wonder if doctors even exist in the future.
Yeah, are doctors obsolete?
Right.
It's a question that's already being debated
Oh, for sure.
in the medical field today.
Totally.
As AI becomes increasingly sophisticated.
How will it reshape our understanding of healthcare and the roles of healthcare professionals?
Good point.
It's a big question.
It is a big question.
Yeah.
And it's like the little details that really make these time traveler accounts so captivating.
Oh, for sure. Like what?
Like 2062 says they won't be stealing our snacks when they visit
Okay.
because they'll have their own cosmic food.
Cosmic food.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's an awesome detail.
Right.
Yeah.
What could this futuristic sustenance be like?
Right. Is it something we can even fathom
Yeah.
with our current understanding of food science?
Right, or does it hint at, like, completely novel sources of nourishment?
Could be.
Maybe even something, beyond our planet.
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting.
Right. It makes you wonder what other technological marvels might await us in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
The problem is, with someone like 2062,
Yeah.
separating fact from fiction
Yeah.
can be a real headache.
I bet.
Yeah.
So how do we know what to believe?
Right, so after their initial posts, the story gets a little murky.
Okay.
You've got others claiming to be 2062.
What?
Yeah, posting new messages.
Oh, wow.
But it's almost impossible to tell who's the real deal
Yeah.
and who's just trying to, like, ride the wave of internet fame.
The internet can be a breeding ground for misinformation,
Totally.
especially when you're dealing with topics as sensational as time travel.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack
Exactly.
of, like, clickbait and conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, how do we even begin to sift through all the noise
Yeah, how do we know?
and discern what might be a genuine glimpse into the future?
That's the question.
But for now, let's shift gears
Uh,
and explore a different kind of predictor.
okay.
One who doesn't need a time machine to see what's coming.
I like it.
Craig Hamilton Parker.
Ah, the British psychic.
Yes.
Now, his predictions are a bit more grounded in the present, but no less fascinating.
I agree.
He's the guy who correctly called Brexit and Trump's presidency,
He did.
events that many experts at the time considered highly unlikely.
Right.
Yeah,
He definitely has a track record that makes you sit up and take notice.
for sure.
And his predictions for 2024 are, well, let's just say they paint a rather intense picture of the year ahead.
Intense.
Yeah. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of what Hamilton Parker sees in store for us,
Okay.
let's just take a moment to appreciate the diversity of perspectives we're getting here.
I like that.
We've gone from a cryptic time traveler
Right.
to a psychic with a knack for political predictions.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It really highlights the many ways that humans try to make sense of the future
Right.
and the forces that might shape it.
It's like we're putting together a puzzle,
Yes.
but instead of just a single image, we're
Right.
creating like this multifaceted tapestry
Yes.
of potential futures.
Ooh, I like that.
And each piece, whether it's a time traveler's warning or a psychic's vision,
Yeah.
or even like an AI's calculation,
Right.
adds a layer of complexity and intrigue
I love that.
to this overall picture.
Beautifully put.
Thank you.
So, with that in mind,
Okay.
let's dive into Hamilton Parker's predictions
Right.
and see what kind of threads he adds to our tapestry of 2024.
Let's do it.
Are you ready for this?
Absolutely. Hit me with it.
Okay.
What does the psychic see in store for us?
Okay.
All right, lay it on me. What kind of 2024 is Hamilton Parker predicting?
Well, remember how 2062's predictions were, like, a bit on the doom and gloom side?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Hamilton Parker
Yeah.
doesn't exactly offer a more cheerful outlook.
Oh, no.
He sees conflict brewing between Pakistan and India,
Hmm.
a major earthquake hitting the U.S. West Coast and Mexico City,
Wow.
widespread flooding in London and Europe,
Oh, my
and
God.
even a tsunami hitting Australia.
That's a lot to process. Wow.
It's intense, right?
It's interesting how, like, natural disasters and geopolitical tensions
Yeah.
seem to be, like, recurring themes in these predictions.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's almost like a reflection of the anxieties we're already grappling with on a global scale.
Totally. It makes you wonder if these predictions are, like, tapping into some sort of collective
Yeah.
sense of unease
Right.
about the state of the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And here's another thing that's not exactly reassuring.
Yeah.
Hamilton Parker doesn't see things calming down anytime soon.
Oh, no.
He predicts that it won't be until around 2026 that we see any real recovery.
So, like, if his predictions are accurate, we might be in for a few turbulent years.
Potentially, yeah.
It's a good reminder that, like, preparing for potential challenges is more important than ever.
Oh, for sure.
Whether it's, economic uncertainty,
Yeah.
climate change,
Right.
or, geopolitical instability.
Absolutely. And speaking of potential political shakeups,
Oh, yeah?
Hamilton Parker also weighed in on the 2024 U.S. election.
Okay, what does he say?
He predicts a Trump victory.
That's sure to stir up some debate.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I can see that.
A Trump victory would certainly have, like, significant implications
Huge.
for the political landscape, right?
Yeah.
Both domestically and internationally.
It'll be fascinating to see how the election unfolds
Right.
and whether his prediction comes to pass.
It is. The 2024 election is shaping up to be a nail-biter.
For sure.
But hey, that's what makes predictions so fascinating. They
Yeah.
give us a chance to think about the different possibilities,
Yeah.
analyze potential outcomes,
Yeah.
and maybe even make some plans of our own.
Exactly. Predictions aren't about, like, passively accepting a predetermined future, right?
Right.
They're about actively engaging with the forces that shape our world
Yeah.
and considering how we can navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
Well said. Okay, so we've heard from a time traveler
Yes.
and a psychic.
Uh-huh.
Now let's get a prediction from a source you might not expect.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, this should be good.
What do you think AI has to say about the future?
I don't know. I'm curious.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like tapping into this vast network of data and algorithms
Really?
that can spot patterns and trends we might miss.
Yeah, totally.
So for this deep dive, we consulted an AI called China GCP.
China GCP. Okay.
And let me tell you, some of its predictions are mind-blowing.
All right, let's hear it.
So on the one hand,
Yeah.
it sees major advancements in commercial space travel,
Space travel.
possibly even to the point where space tourism and space hotels
Wow.
become a reality.
Like,
It's interesting.
imagine spending your vacation
Yeah.
orbiting Earth.
That would be incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by space exploration.
Me too.
The idea of, like, ordinary people having access to space travel is both exciting and a little bit daunting, you know?
It is, yeah. It makes you wonder, like,
Yeah.
what kind of impact would that have on our society,
Right.
our culture,
Yeah.
even our understanding of, like, our place in the universe?
It's mind-boggling to think about.
It is. And speaking of pushing the boundaries of what's possible,
Yeah.
the AI also predicts breakthroughs in life-extending therapies.
Life-extending therapies.
It seems like the quest for longevity is a common thread in these predictions.
That's good.
From 2062's World Without Funeral Homes
Right.
to the AI's vision of, extended lifespans,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you wonder if we're on the verge of a revolution in how we approach aging and mortality.
It's a fascinating concept.
It is.
But it also raises a lot of questions.
It does.
Like, if we could significantly extend human lifespans,
Yeah.
what would be the ethical,
Right.
social, and
Mhm.
economic implications?
Right.
Would it exacerbate existing inequalities?
Right.
Or could it lead to, like, a more just and equitable world?
Right.
These are questions we need to start grappling with now
I do.
as these technologies continue to develop.
You're absolutely right. It's not just about the science. It's
Yeah.
about the human impact.
Yeah, the human impact.
Okay, so we've got space vacations and longer lifespans.
Mhm.
Sounds pretty good, right?
So far, so good.
But hold on,
Okay.
because the AI also has some predictions that are a bit more unsettling.
Oh, no. What
It
else?
sees a rise in global cyber attacks,
Cyber attack.
potentially targeting critical infrastructure
Oh, wow.
and causing, like, widespread disruption.
That's a chilling thought. As we become, like, more reliant on technology,
Right.
our vulnerability to cyber attacks increases, like, exponentially.
Totally.
It's a reminder that cybersecurity is not just a technical issue.
Right.
It's a matter of national and global security.
Absolutely.
We need to be investing in robust defenses
Yes.
and international cooperation to mitigate these threats.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note,
Yeah.
the AI also predicts catastrophic climate events,
Climate events.
potentially even more extreme than what we've seen in recent years.
Wow.
It seems the reckoning with climate change is another recurring theme in these predictions.
It does seem that way. Yeah. From Hamilton Parker's predictions of floods and earthquakes
Right.
to the AI's warning of catastrophic climate events,
Yeah.
the message is clear.
What is it?
We need to take urgent action to address climate change.
Yes.
It's not just about protecting the environment.
Right.
It's about safeguarding our future.
Couldn't agree more. And perhaps the most concerning prediction from the AI is a potentially devastating global economic crisis.
Economic crisis.
It suggests that this could be triggered by, like, digital currencies,
Oh, wow.
the real estate market,
Okay.
or other financial instruments.
It seems plausible,
Yeah.
given the current economic uncertainties and the
Yes.
volatility in various markets.
Right. It underscores the importance of financial prudence,
Yes, definitely.
both on a personal and global level, like
Yeah.
diversifying investments,
Right.
managing debt,
Hmm.
and promoting like sustainable economic practices are all crucial steps
For sure.
in navigating potential financial turbulence.
Excellent points. It seems like every prediction,
It does, doesn't it?
whether it's about, technological advancements or
Yeah.
potential disasters,
Right.
it's a call to action.
It is, but before we get lost in this whirlwind of like futuristic possibilities,
Yeah.
let's take a step back
Okay.
and explore a different approach to understanding 2024.
I like it.
Ancient Chinese wisdom.
Ah, the wisdom of the ages.
What insights can we glean from, ancient traditions about the year ahead?
Yeah, I'm curious to hear this.
Well, according to the Chinese zodiac,
Okay.
2024 is the year of the dragon,
Year of the Dragon.
which is traditionally associated with growth and prosperity.
Oh, okay.
But it's not just any dragon year, it's the year of the green dragon.
The green dragon. Does the color have any, special significance?
It does. The green dragon emphasizes the importance of guarding wealth
Okay.
and practicing financial prudence.
Interesting.
That seems to echo the AI's warning about a potential economic crisis, doesn't it?
It does. It's like we're getting a message from both cutting-edge technology and ancient traditions
Yeah.
to be mindful of our resources and
Resources.
prepare for potential financial challenges.
It's fascinating how these seemingly disparate sources
Oh, yeah.
seem to converge on
Yeah.
similar
It's
themes.
like they're offering this multifaceted perspective
Yeah.
on the same underlying realities.
Yes, exactly. And the green dragon symbolism connects to a broader concept in Chinese feng shui
Okay.
called the Sanyuan Yuyun system,
Tan Yuan Jiyun.
which is basically a 180-year cycle that divides time into periods
Okay.
associated with different elements and energies.
I see.
2024 marks the beginning of a new 20-year period within this cycle
Okay.
called the Xie Yuan Juyun.
Jie Yuan Xiyun.
And this particular period is linked to the element of fire.
So we're moving from an era of earth to an era of fire.
Yeah,
It's quite a symbolic shift.
it is.
What does this shift mean in practical terms?
Well, according to this system, fire periods are associated with rapid advancement in certain industries,
Okay.
like electronics, computing, networks, and energy. But it's not just about technology.
Okay.
Fire also represents things like passion, creativity, and spirituality.
Wow.
So we might see a surge in those areas as well.
That's quite a diverse mix.
It is.
It suggests a period of both material and spiritual growth,
Yeah,
a time of innovation and transformation.
totally.
It makes you wonder how these different aspects of human endeavor will, interact and shape the next 20 years.
It's definitely a lot to ponder.
It is.
And remember how 2062 predicted that India would become a dominant world power?
Yeah.
Well, according to Chinese astrology,
Okay.
India is currently in a period heavily influenced by the fire element.
So both this alleged time traveler
Right.
and ancient Chinese wisdom point to India's rising influence.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, that's a remarkable convergence.
It is.
It really makes you wonder if there's more to these ancient systems than meets the eye.
Right. It's like we're seeing a pattern emerge, a convergence of perspectives pointing towards certain possibilities.
Oh, it's really interesting.
But before we get too carried away,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that these are just predictions,
Yeah.
not guarantees. They offer insights and potential scenarios.
Yeah.
But the future is ultimately what we choose to make it. It's like we've taken this whirlwind tour of potential futures.
Yeah, for 2024, no less.
Right. From time travelers
Uh-huh.
to psychics
Aye.
to artificial intelligence
And ancient Chinese wisdom,
and ancient Chinese wisdom. We've heard a lot of different perspectives on what this year might hold.
we certainly have. It's fascinating how these diverse sources,
Yeah.
each with its own unique lens,
Right.
seem to converge on certain themes.
Right. Like they're all painting different parts of the same picture.
Yeah,
A picture that's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
exactly. We've got predictions of, incredible technological advancements,
Right.
like commercial space travel,
Yeah.
life-extending therapies, but we've also got warnings of potential crises
Right.
from, global cyber attacks and climate disasters
Yeah.
to economic turmoil and geopolitical conflicts.
It's a lot to process.
It is.
So what does all this mean for us, the listeners?
That's the big question.
What can we take away from this deep dive
Yeah.
into the predictions for 2024?
Well, I think the most important takeaway is that the future is not something that just happens to us.
Right.
It's something we actively create through our choices and actions.
It's a reminder that we're not just passive observers.
Right.
We're active participants
Yeah,
in shaping the world around us.
exactly. And these predictions,
Yeah.
whether they come from time travelers, psychics, AI, or ancient wisdom,
Right.
can serve as a catalyst for personal reflection
Yeah,
and action.
totally.
They invite us to ask ourselves, what steps can I take to prepare for potential challenges?
Right.
How can I contribute to positive change in areas that resonate with me?
Like, they're signposts
Yeah,
pointing towards possibilities,
exactly.
both positive and negative.
Right.
And it's up to us to choose which path we want to follow.
That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
Predictions aren't about passively accepting a predetermined future.
Right.
They're about actively engaging with the forces that shape our world and considering how we can navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
So, as we move forward into 2024 and beyond,
Right.
let's remember that we have the power to influence the course of events.
We do.
We can choose to be informed,
Yes.
prepared, and
Yes.
proactive,
Absolutely.
shaping a future that aligns with our values and aspirations.
Absolutely. The future is not set in stone.
No.
It's a tapestry woven from countless threads
Yeah.
of individual and collective actions. And each one of us has a role to play in creating the kind of world we want to live in.
I love that analogy.
Thanks.
It's a beautiful reminder that even small actions can have like a ripple effect,
It is.
contributing to a larger tapestry of positive change.
Exactly. So, to our listeners,
Yeah.
I encourage you to embrace the possibilities, face the challenges with courage and wisdom,
Yes.
and never underestimate your power to make a difference.
Well said. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the predictions for 2024.
It has been a journey.
We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking,
Yeah.
and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
It's been a pleasure exploring these predictions with you.
Likewise.
And remember, no matter what the future holds,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to stay curious,
Mm.
stay informed,
Right.
and stay engaged in creating the world you want to see.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep exploring,
Keep questioning.
keep questioning, and keep shaping the future. Thanks for joining us.